What's up? I'm Spencer Anderson.
And I'm Allie Smith. And bienvenidos a Tour2Go.
What does that mean?
Bienvenidos is Spanish for welcome. Speaking of Spanish, today we're traveling to Bogotá, largest city in Colombia and one of the biggest ones in Latin America. With over 8 million people, you can bet there's a lot to see and do in this city.
Make sure to pace yourself though. At 8,600 feet above sea level, Bogotá is the third highest capital city in Latin America, so you might run out of breath before you finish sightseeing.
What a better way to get to know a country than through its music? Colombian music is one of the most diverse in the world, with African, indigenous, and European influences. As in Latin American countries, salsa is one of the most popular music styles in Colombia. Although it originates in Puerto Rico and Cuba, Colombians have become so good at salsa that they even have their own version of this popular dance. Scared of all the steps and fancy twists? Salsa is actually pretty simple and fun to master. If you happen to find yourself in a dancing mood while in Bogotá, head over to Quiebra Canto, a popular coffee shop and bar where you will get to listen to live salsa. While you're there, you might as well make some friends and learn some moves that you can use to impress everyone when you come back to Pullman.
Want to do some dancing but salsa isn't your thing? You should try cumbia. Cumbia is heavily influenced by African rhythms, so it features a lot of drums and percussion. Although there are very traditional ways of dancing cumbia, it has also had a big influence on the music of contemporary artists such as Shakira. If you want to hear some cumbia while in Bogotá, visit Gaira Café, a cool hangout spot owned by Carlos Vives, one of the most popular musicians in Colombia.
If you are not that much into dancing, but you still want to hear some excellent music, Bogotá is the place to be. From the traditional to contemporary pop, reggae, and rap, Bogotá's bars are a great place to discover new and exciting rhythms. If you want to party with the locals to the sound of up-and-coming bands, make sure to go to Andrés Carne de Res, one of the most popular clubs in town. This place is not just the place to listen to music, but also one of the best restaurants in town. So make sure to try the food before you call it a night.
Food. Probably my favorite topic. Lucky for me, Bogotá features some of the best food in Colombia. First on the list, bandeja paisa, Colombia's unofficial national dish. Influenced by the cuisine of indigenous peoples, colonial Spaniards, and Africans, this dish features an array of traditional foods, such as red beans cooked with pork, white rice, ground beef, pork rinds, fried egg, plantain fritters, chorizo, blood pudding, avocado, and lemon. What's not to like? If you want to get the full experience, make sure to visit Antigua Santa Fe and Mama Lupe Santa Fereña, who each specialize on this dish.
Are you hungry yet? I hope so, because Bogotá has a lot more food to offer. It can get cold in Bogotá, so locals love themselves some ajiaco. Difficult to pronounce but delicious to eat, this popular soup made with chicken, 3 varieties of potato, and special herbs will help you to weather the rainiest of afternoons.
That sounds like something we need to bring to Wazoo ASAP. It's really cold here, in case you guys haven't noticed. If you happen to be in Bogotá and in need of some comfort, take a stroll to the small restaurants that surround Plaza Bolivar. According to local sources, that's where the best ajiaco can be found. In between a bandeja paisa and some ajiaco, you may need a snack. If so, you must try an arepa. This doughy but crispy mouthful of wonderfulness is usually eaten for breakfast or as an afternoon snack. You can top it with butter or condensed milk, or stuff it with more hearty concoctions such as chorizo or shredded beef and eggs. In Bogotá, people traditionally eat arepes for breakfast alongside a cup of hot chocolate.
Speaking of chocolate, it's time for dessert. Imagine something gooey, buttery, sweet, and creamy at the same time. You, my friend, are thinking about arequipe or dulce de leche, as it is known in other parts of Latin America and the US. This sweet treat goes well with pretty much everything. You can drizzle it over ice cream or fresh fruit, put it in a milkshake, sandwich it between 2 cookies. The possibilities are endless. Although Colombians use arequipe in all sorts of pastries, a traditional way to eat is sandwiched between 2 thin wafers. You can get this delicious snack from lots of different street vendors in Bogotá, or you can also visit a restaurant and see what the chef comes up with.
After eating all that food, you are going to need to work it off. Why not do some sightseeing while you're at it? First on the list is La Candelaria. This historical downtown neighborhood features not only beautiful colonial, Baroque, and Art Deco architecture, but also has an array of museums and historical buildings. If you are in the mood to see some art, head over to the Botero Museum, which houses works by artists such as Picasso and Monet. Looking for some bling but can't afford it? Visit the Gold Museum and peruse over 36,000 pieces in gold, wood, shell, and stone from all over Colombia. While you are in La Candelaria, you should stop by Bolivar Square. Named after Simón Bolívar, the Venezuelan revolutionary who led several Latin American countries to independence from the Spanish Empire, this square is brimming with history and interesting architecture. On the northern side, you'll be able to see the Palace of Justice, a building that symbolizes Colombia's turbulent past and its now vibrant democracy. The national capital is to the south and to the west. It's the Liavano, an imposing French-style building that serves as the workspace for Bogotá's mayor. Finally, to the east, you will find the primary cathedral of Bogotá, one of the most striking examples of colonial architecture in the city. There is much more to see around the square, so make sure to take your time.
Ready for a break from the fast pace of the city, but don't really feel like driving for hours? Then visit Monserrate. Monserrate is a popular destination for both pilgrims and tourists. During colonial times, a religious order began using the mountaintop as a retreat, eventually building a temple to house a popular statue of Christ. Pilgrims still climb to the top of the mountain by foot to pay their respects to the statue and pray. Considering that the mountain is over 10,000 feet above sea level, that is what I call devotion. If you're not into hardcore climbing, Monserrate is also accessible through aerial tramway. Enjoy some coffee and an empanada at the top and wait for the sun to set and the city to light up. Post the pictures to your social media and anticipate all the likes.
Phew, that sounds like a trek, but worth it. Do we have something a bit less exhausting? If you're looking to window shop, relax, and party the night away, La Zona Rosa is your best bet. Literally the pink area. This neighborhood contains some of the city's most popular nightclubs, bars, restaurants, and an assortment of upscale stores. This is the pricier side of town, so make sure to bring some extra cash if you plan to shop here.
Finally, if you want a unique experience in Bogotá and you're more of an outdoorsy person, visit the Bogotá Botanical Garden. Bogotá has a distinct mixture of ecosystems that are hard to find anywhere else in the world. Founded in 1955, the garden is both a working research center and a recreational space. Make sure to check out the garden's unique orchid collection, sun clock, and its wide variety of Amazon flowers.
With its vibrant combination of the traditional and the modern, and amazing indoor and outdoor spaces, Bogotá is one of Latin America's most
Interessante
and exciting cities. Did I mention that the locals are extremely friendly? I didn't? Well, now you know. There is no excuse not to visit this wonderful city. Thanks for visiting Bogotá with us today. I'm Spencer Anderson.
And I'm Allie Smith. And make sure to check out our next episode.
Adios, amigos.